Okay, class, today in this video we are going to talk about mole fraction. So the concentration of a solution can be also expressed as a mole fraction. And the mole fraction of a solute in a solution is the ratio of the moles of that solute to the total number of moles of the solute in solvent. Right? So just to explain this equation here. This X here means mole fraction. So if we wanted to calculate the mole fraction of A here, right? A would be, the number of moles of A would be in our numerator. And in the bottom will be the total number of moles of Na, so the moles of A and the moles of B. If we had three compounds here, we'd have Na plus Nb plus Nc. Now here's for Nb. This is our mole fraction. So Nb over Na plus Nb. Now, mole fraction is unitless. There's no units for mole fraction. So, just an example here. Say if I wanted to figure out the mole fraction of ethylene glycol in antifreeze. And I have a little diagram here. Obviously not drawn to scale, I'm not an artist. So I'm going to tell you, in ethylene glycol, it's 4 moles H2O and 1.25 moles, and I'm going to just say Eg, so I don't have to keep writing out ethylene glycol. So, if I want to calculate the mole fraction of ethylene glycol in this solution, right, it would be, we'll just say X Eg. So, ethylene glycol will be in my numerator, 1.25. And then in my denominator, I'm going to have ethylene glycol plus water. So, 1.25 divided by 5.25, and I get a mole fraction of 0.29 here. Now, if I want to do mole fraction of water, I'd have 4 moles over 5.25 moles. And we're going to be actually 0.4 here, not 0.29. There we go. Okay. 0.24, and then this will be 0.76. So if you look at this, this is very similar to percent composition, except we're not going to keep them in grams, we're going to change them to moles, and we're not going to multiply by 100. This is why this is unitless. So we got to make sure our decimal values add up to the number 1. So if we look at that, it definitely adds up to 1. Okay, so now we got 2 more examples here for you. So, back to ethylene glycol. So, Eg is added to automobile cooling systems to protect against cold weather. What is the mole fraction of, well, the one we just did? So we're done. So we know. I'll just display it again. So we know for perfect. So last example. It says, what is the mole fraction of helium, He, in a gaseous solution containing 4 grams of He, 6.5 grams of Ar, and 10 grams of Ne? So what I need to do is I need to change all of these to moles first. So we have 4 grams He. Remember, these are not diatomic, they're noble gases. So 4 divided by 4 we know is 1 mole He, 6.5 grams of Ar times 1 mole of Ar. Argon, the molar mass, is 39.95. So we have 6.5 divided by 39.95, and we get 0.16 moles Ar. And then we have 10 grams of Ne times 1 mole Ne, all over 20.18 grams of Ne. 10 divided by 20.18, and we get 0.50 moles Ne. So now we want to know the mole fraction. I'll just do it up here. He. So helium would be 1 all over 1 plus 0.16 plus 0.50, and we get 1.66. So 1 divided by 1.66 would give me 0.60, which is the answer for A. And this concludes our video on mole fraction.